Hello, I'm Lisa Hargrave, and I will be giving my lesson today on vocabulary. My grade is first grade. My objective is, with guidance and support from adults, demonstrate understanding of word relationships and word meanings, and sort words into categories to gain a sense of the concepts the categories represent. For review, I will review a YouTube video called Compound Boogie. You can find it on YouTube, and this is a little view of it.
Take the word rain and the word coat, put them together and get raincoat. Take the word dog and the word town, put them together and get doghouse.
That's just a little bit example of the video, but we would watch the whole video, and at the end I would ask the following questions. What does the word rain and the word coat make? And the students would say raincoat. I would say, what does the word play and the word ground make? And they would say playground. And what does the word dog and the word house make? And the students should say doghouse. The purpose or importance of the lesson: the learner will sort words into categories by using compound words from a book with the help and guidance from the teacher. Continuity. In the past, last week, the learner learned some vocabulary words from a story. Today, we will read another story, and the learner will sort words into categories by finding compound words with the help and guidance from the teacher. And in the future, the learner will extend their knowledge of vocabulary words by identifying compound words independently. The objective: the learner will sort words into categories by using compound words from a book with the help and guidance from the teacher. For my motivation, I would read aloud the book Hogwash. And at the end of the story, we would point out the words that are compound words and ask the students if these words are familiar to them. My book is Hogwash. I would read the book to them. One warm day in early May, Farmer had a plan to spring clean all his animals till each was spick and span. Farmer fetched a pail and soap, put on his cleaning duds, then went out to the water spout and lathered up some suds. He washed the horses, ducks, and cows, the goats, the cats, and dogs. Everything went dandy until Farmer reached his hogs. The pigs got out their toolbox and they boarded up their pen. No matter what Farmer said, they would not let him in. The sign read, "No hogwash for us today. Pigs love dirt, so go away." Farmer scratched his head and thought, then said, "Here's what I'll do. Since those pigs have locked me out, I'll spray some water through." He dragged a hose up to the fence and turned it on full power. "If you pigs won't take a bath, I'll give you all a shower." The pigs got their umbrellas out and put on rubber suits. They stomped through muddy puddles in their shiny yellow boots. They all dug in and made mud pies. They had a mud ball war. They splished and splashed and hammed it up, more filthy than before. Farmer stomped his feet and yelled, "You oinkers got me riled." They still refused to take a bath. Those pigs had gone hog wild. "Suey, suey," Farmer called. "I've got some mash and oats." The pigs were not impressed at all. "Go feed it to the goats." Farmer lied. "It's the pizza man. I got your pizza pie." The pigs weren't fooled one little bit. They just said, "Leave it by the sty." Farmer muttered, stomped, and growled. "You're stubborn and pig-headed." The pigs just snorted with disgust. No hogwash. Just forget it. No matter what the farmer tried, they wouldn't let him come inside. Farmer pondered for a while. Farmer grinned a crafty smile. Farmer yelled, "That's it, by gosh. Look out, hogs. It's time to wash." I finally found the perfect plan. I knew just what to do. The farmer filled his crop dust plane with water and shampoo. He climbed into the pilot's seat and set off on a mission. He flew above the pig pen, armed with sudsy ammunition. Farmer cried, "It's washing day. Look out, piggies. Bombs away." Farmer swooped to make a pass. Farmer's plane ran out of gas. The farmer gulped. The engine sputtered. "Just my luck," the farmer muttered. Down the plane went like a rock. "Look out, I'm going to crash." The pigs began to squeal in fright. Clunk, clank, bang, boom, bash. And this is him crashing the plane. All the horses, ducks, and cows, the goats, the cats, and dogs ran to help the farmer, and they found him with those hogs. There was Farmer soaked in grime, having quite a splendid time. He joined the pigs and made mud pies. He wallowed all around. He splished and splashed and hammed it up and rolled up on the ground. Farmer saw the animals and called out, "Come and play. The mud is great. Let's celebrate. We'll bathe some other day." From then on, Farmer never tried to wash his hogs again, but every other day he took a mud bath in their pen. And that's the end. My procedures, I will introduce the activity compound word hunt, but first I would go back and point out the compound words, and one of our compound words was toolbox, and I would let the students know that toolbox is a case for carrying or storing tools, and I would ask them also if they were familiar with that word and if they might know what it is. Our next word is hogwash. In this particular story, he's referring to the hogwash as he's trying to wash or clean the hogs. I would ask them about pig pen, and if they didn't know it, I would tell them it's a pen. In this story, it was a pen he tried to keep the pigs in. Another compound word was inside, and that is an inner side of something, or to be inside. A water spout, a spout from which water is discharged or coming out of. So those would be my 5 compound words we would focus on from the story Hogwash. My first activity would be the compound word hunt. I would model the activity, and I would show all the students the picture cards. And these are the picture cards: water spout, toolbox. This is my hogwash because it's a hog and he looks real dirty. This is a pig and a pen, so this would be my pig pen. And this, I have an arrow pointing to that kid. He's inside the box. And I would place all these cards face up on a table. And they would work in pairs. And we would have the words here spread out face down. And one student selects a picture from the stack, and we'll say he selected this picture. And he would name the picture and say to his partner, what 2 words make this word? And it would be water spout. So student 2 would repeat the word water spout and identify it into 2 separate words. And he would hunt for the word water and spout. And he would come over here, and these cards placed face down, and he would look through them until he found the 2 words that represent water and spout. And then he would place the cards together to make the compound word, and then he would read the word water spout. And then we would place the cards all back in. We would go through each one to hunt for the words. And then we would reverse the roles and continue until all pictures are matched with the words that form the compound words. They would go through all these words to find each one for the pictures. And I would be doing an oral response and observation with the whole class to make sure they were doing the activity. Then the students would have time to do this activity. My next activity would be compound word flip. And I would also model how to do this activity. They would be making a compound word flip book. And I would place the flip books at the center of the tables, and I would provide a student with a copy of the student sheet, which is this. Then I will explain to the students that they will flip the pages in the flip book and select a picture card on this side and name the picture. And I will explain that they will flip through the middle and the right-hand pages to find 2 words that make the compound word. Then they would read the word and record it. So they would go to this word, this picture right here, water spout. They would flip through here till they found the word water. Then they would flip over here till they found the word spout. And they know that this picture is a water spout, and these 2 words make up water spout. Then they would come over here on their student sheet, right here, and write on this line, water, and this line, spout. And they will continue all of this until the student sheet is complete, which would consist of 5 words. So, and the next one would be a picture of the inside, pig pen, and they would go through and find the word pig and the word pen, and those 2 words make up pig pen, and they would come over here and write pig pen. And I would walk around the room observing with the whole class. For my closure, I would have the students review the compound words they identified and learned from today's lesson and what 2 words make up that compound word. For homework, I would have the students find 5 compound words from their house, yard, or anywhere with help from their parents if needed. And the learner would write down the 5 compound words on paper and draw a picture for each compound word if they could. And they could turn this in the next day and kind of do a show and tell of the compound words they found. My early finishers, the learner would review the 5 compound words from the activities to further their knowledge of the words, and they may also find 3 additional compound words using their books from the classroom library. My special needs, the teacher would work with the special needs students one-on-one at the teacher's table, and I would read the compound words to the student and have the student repeat the words, and I would have the student pick out the 2 words that make up the compound word and assist the student in reading it. My remediation, I would allow the students who need remediation to come to the teacher's table for additional help. We would review the activities with the students and play the activities with the student and assist them in playing. And I would also let the students get on the computer to watch a video on compound words, and I have that website here as well. And this is if time allows. And for enrichment, the teacher would have the students complete a worksheet on compound words if the time allows, and I would have the students visit the classroom library and pick a book of their choice, and they would pick out as many compound words as they could find. And that is all for my lesson today on vocabulary. Thank you.